If you've ever been to Asia or have even just seen an Asian TV show or drama, then you'll likely know there's this obsession with convenience stores there. And for good reason. They're incredible, specifically Japanese convenience stores. They're clean, always open, have an array of tasty food and beverages, and they're everywhere. Take a look at this. From this random intersection I chose in Tokyo, there are 6 convenience stores within a 2-minute walk. You can sometimes even see the storefronts from one another. All of this culminates to the conclusion that, yeah, Asian convenience stores are actually convenient. And the largest of these convenience store brands is known as 7-Eleven. Yeah, that's 7-Eleven.
At 7-Eleven, get the good things easy.
If you're American, then you're likely familiar with the American company known for usually operating at dirty gas stations, selling junk food, caffeinated drinks, and FDA unapproved ED pills. And also their admittedly legendary Slurpees.
Perhaps if we get a close-up look, we can find out the secret ingredients that makes this Slurpee a 7-Eleven Slurpee.
Essentially, American 7-Elevens are the black sheep compared to the Asian ones. And yep, this 7-Eleven and this 7-Eleven are the same company. So how did we get here? And why is there this immense diversion in quality between the two? Okay, so first we need to back up a little bit, but just briefly. 7-Eleven was founded in America in Dallas, Texas in 1927. Now the company had a different name back then, but the business officially adopted the name 7-Eleven in 1946 to reflect their store hours, which were pretty unheard of at the time. And they were successful, but in 1963, 7-Eleven decided to enter the franchise space, meaning other people can license the 7-Eleven brand for a fee. That's where things started getting interesting. In the early 70s, this guy, Toshifumi Suzuki, the so-called god of retail in Japan, went to the United States to do business with an American company, Denny's. But while traveling the US, he fell in love with another American company, 7-Eleven. And thus, in 1973, he entered a licensing agreement with 7-Eleven to open thousands of stores in Japan. They pretty much had free reign on how to conduct business, and it was a massive success.
セブンイレブンは元旦から明けまして年中無休今年もフレッシュなものばかり
7-Eleven started popping up everywhere in Japan. Trips to the grocery store, department store, or even pharmacy could all be replaced with a short walk to the neighborhood 7-Eleven. Not only did they carry products people needed, but services too. People could even pay electricity bills or gas bills there. They even have their own name, Konbini, which is a convenient way to say convenience store. And there's this vibe to them that's unparalleled. At this point, they're ingrained into the culture. People will go and have a meal and sit outside or have a drink or even smoke a cigarette. And I've been to hundreds of them, especially on my cycling tour across the entirety of Japan, which took a couple months. And you can find that all on my YouTube channel, actually. Anyway, essentially, American and Japanese 7-Elevens had very little to do with one another and operated under different direction. And at the same time 7-Eleven Japan is innovating and finding success, its American counterpart is really struggling.
The crash of '87 from CBS News headquarters in New York.
It has been a day that will live forever. A tense, frustrating, frightening day for everybody on Wall Street and for millions of Americans with money in the stock market.
By the late 80s, around the time of the 1987 stock market crash in the United States, the American 7-Eleven had amassed billions of dollars in debt. Eventually, it filed for bankruptcy. Concurrently, Japan is still experiencing its economic miracle, which was this period of time after World War II to the 90s, where Japan experienced miraculous growth, hence the name.
This is Tokyo, heart of the economic miracle.
And in 1990, 7-Eleven Japan came in and bought control of the company, which brought a cash infusion that kept the entire business alive. This is where it flips. Since 1990, 7-Eleven hasn't been an American company. It's Japanese owned. So wait, 7-Eleven Japan, this lucrative and iconic business, has owned the US subsidiary since 1990. So why is 7-Eleven in the US still so bad? Why are they not this amazing business taking over every street corner like they do in Asia? Why do they still sell rhino pills? Well, there are 3 factors that made 7-Eleven Japan successful. So let's take a look and see why that's not working here on US soil. Firstly was the extremely rapid pace of convenience store deployment. In 1977, there were 375 7-Elevens in Japan. 20 years later, there were 7,000. 7-Eleven Japan hit the ground running, whereas in the US, it was kind of a slow burn. Secondly was the domination strategy. This is what gave Toshifumi Suzuki, that guy that brought 7-Eleven to Japan, the nickname the God of Retail. Not only would 7-Eleven have a lot of locations, these locations would be close to one another, creating this dense network of stores. Per Suzuki, the domination strategy worked because it allowed for speedy deliveries, making fresh, high-quality food a possibility, something that Japanese convenience stores are known for. A single factory could deliver to multiple stores, increasing productivity. From the supply side, delivery costs are low and times are short. In Suzuki's words, "From the customer's point of view, 7-Eleven's presence is literally convenience whether they look to the right or to the left." If we compare that to the US, 7-Elevens are few and far between. There may be thousands of stores, but instead of clustering together and creating this dense network of stores, they spread out thin, leaving it costly and complicated to replicate what Japan has done. Lastly, 7-Eleven Japan found success through instantization of consumption, which focuses on 3 elements: nearby, hours, and availability of necessities. Looking at American 7-Elevens, they only check one box really, hours. Their location is mainly tied to gas stations, and their products reflect that. People shop at 7-Eleven because it happens to be there when they fill up their tank, not because they want to shop at 7-Eleven. If I had to summarize it in one sentence, it's just a different type of convenience. But change might be coming to the US stores. According to the new CEO of 7-Eleven, Ryuichi Asaka, he's ready to give the US branch a makeover. With a decline in demand of gasoline and cigarettes due to electric vehicles and health-conscious consumers, the company needs to innovate. Asaka says the new strategy is all about getting fresh food on shelves, and they're in the process of building a system to supply these products. Considering the distance between stores in the US, the domination strategy doesn't really apply, and supply is going to be the biggest hurdle for this undertaking. Only time will tell if this endeavor will be a success, so keep an eye out for changes at your local 7-Eleven. Hey, thanks so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed. I'm hoping to make more content like this in the future, so I'd really love your feedback. If you have any ideas, I'd love to hear them as well. Thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next one.